Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here's a little something. I had a surgeon tell me that by Thanksgiving, you would have, last Thanksgiving, you would have, you'll probably, he estimated 300,000 deaths, and the numbers were twice that. But yeah, people rebelled against him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Man is a doctor. He has degrees, science, labs, but he doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, okay. Okay. You don't believe in it. I'm not going to even get into that. The same thing with a cold. This is not a cold. This is not a flu. If your body cannot handle this virus will take you out. We're not talking about no flus, and we're not talking about no Spanish flus, no polio, no measles, no mumps. What I'm talking about. It's right here. But people refuse to do it. You see what that says? Right there. To prevent. People refuse to do it. Right here. You want to come up with excuses? Well, I don't want to look like an idiot. I'm not going to wear it. Okay. I'm not going to take the vaccine. Okay. Don't take it. Don't take it. That's your choice. You see what that says? And this is not me. This is not me. And this is not me making this up. See what this made by Center for Disease Control. These are scientists. This is not me making this up. And this is how it works. The virus is floating. What does it do? It attaches itself to the fibers, electrostatic fibers. If you blow this up under a microscope, this is what you will see. This is what the virus hit that. And instead of going into your nose or going into your mouth, it attaches itself to that. Lots of useful information here. See what that says? Okay, This is important here. I'm gonna click that. Here's the links. All you gotta do is type this stuff in, people. Just type this stuff in. Some people are lazy. This is on the line. This is online. CDC, Center for Disease Control. This isn't me. This isn't me just talking. Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question. Okay, the answer is, here's the answers. Here's your answer right here. When others aren't, can protect from COVID. Some states lifted mandates. You're more at less for risk from getting it by wearing one of these. A little inconvenience. I'd rather have a little inconvenience than to be dead, to be put in the ground. Lots of useful information here. Okay, how do you do that? I'm doing this for lazy people that don't want to research. Okay. Right here. Vaporized hydrogen peroxide. It's common. It's a common method. And you can reuse it. You know. But people just don't want to be. People have to be rebels. People have to be rebels. Yeah, okay. These are just some things. Let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question. Before this pandemic broke out. Okay, before this pandemic, when you went to the doctors, when you went to your doctor and your doctor examined you, what's the first thing your doctor do? See, I'll destroy people. I don't argue because I don't argue with a fool because it makes you a fool. You never argue with a fool because it makes you just a fool, just as much a fool. When a doctor, when you say these masks don't work, then ask me this question. When you go to your doctor, and this was before the pandemic, when you go to your doctor or you go to your dentist, what's the first thing your doctor or dentist do? He put on a mask and he put on gloves. So that destroys your argument. That right there totally destroys your fallacy that these masks don't work. The first thing your doctor is going to do is put on a mask, or your dentist is before he work on your mouth is put a mask on and put gloves on. But if you don't want to take this shot, don't take it. Hey, That's on you. You do what you do what you do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. See, I don't worry about what other people are doing. I'm not a follower. I'm not being a sheep. I'm not being a sheep, excuse me. I'm not being a sheep. If you want to call me a sheep, fine. I tell you what, this sheep want to live. I don't follow what other people are doing. You want to rebel, you rebel. You do that. I don't follow anybody. The only thing I will follow is if it's recommended by physicians. Disease control, people that deal with disease control, I'll follow their recommendations. These people are medical scientists. I'll follow their recommendations, not what you think. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And these medical physicians can prove everything that they tell you. You can't. So you just keep run your mouth. Because that's the only thing you're good for. I'd rather listen to somebody that's in the medical field than to listen to some Jack and Jill person that don't know Jack from Jill telling me what I should be doing with my body. Peace, I'm out. God bless y'all.